Well, hello and welcome back, and thanks for coming back. Today's topic, renting a car when you come to the island of love, which of course is Cyprus. The advantages and of course the disadvantages, and what you are going to be required if you wish to rent a car. So the positives of renting a car in Cyprus, well, it means that you haven't got to walk everywhere, obviously, and it means that you can explore the mountains. It means that you can explore Latchi, Polis, Limassol, Nicosia, Larnaca, Ayia Napa. You can go on your little adventures, perhaps have a picnic, or perhaps just go to that isolated beach and get that perfect suntan while you look out into that blue Mediterranean Sea. And I tell you what, the weather at the moment, we are now rapidly approaching the middle of June. You're going to need a pair of these, but of course, if you are going to be renting a car, you're going to need some other bits and bobs as well. Number one, driving license. Obviously, it's got to be current, and in most cases, you will need to be 21 or over and under 75. But of course, if you are younger or older, an extra insurance premium can be paid, and of course then you will be eligible to drive. Positives. If you're coming from the UK, you're driving on the same side of the road. Yes, that makes things much easier, doesn't it? Obviously, if you're coming from another European country, or perhaps a third national country like Russia, Ukraine, of course you'll be driving on the wrong side of the road, because as British people know, we drive on the correct side of the road, and a lot of people agree with this. That's one of our little jokes, obviously. So if you're coming from the UK, don't worry, you'll be driving on the correct side of the road. So that means all of the controls, instruments, the pedals, and of course the gearbox, in most cases an automatic gearbox by the way, will be in the correct place. And of course when you come to a junction, you have to look the correct way, which is that way. Obviously you should look that way as well before you pull out, shouldn't you? So the positives of perhaps renting a car in Cyprus. Now, what kind of cars are on offer? Well, everything from little runarounds like, should we say, a Honda Jazz, a Nissan Note, Suzuki Swift. Then we go up to, shall we say, a hatchback car, Toyota Corolla, Volkswagen Golfs, familiar cars. Perhaps you want an SUV, could be a Toyota RAV4, could be a Honda CR-V, or perhaps you want something that little bit more rugged, like a big pickup with four-wheel drive, or perhaps a Toyota Land Cruiser. Perhaps you're going to go and explore the Troodos Mountains. Whatever car you might be looking for, pretty sure that the hire companies will cater for your every single need. Costs involved? Well, it all depends on the duration of the length of that hiring period, and of course it all depends on where you hire that car. Often on the internet you might find that it's the cheapest way to do it, but of course there's always a sting in the tail, and that sting in the tail is normally the excess, in other words the blockage on your credit card. And of course you've got to give them your credit card, because that's how they're going to take the payment. And often they might have it in plain sight, but more often than not, it's not in plain sight, and they'll start to block from around about 600, 800, 1,000, 1,200, and again, often, if you really read the small print, you might even find that they've blocked a little bit more. This is to cover themselves, of course, if you have a minor knock or an accident, and of course, many people believe that if they have that minor knock, perhaps, I don't know, that'll cost £100, £200. But unfortunately, you have signed, autographed a piece of paper that gives them the authorization to keep the entirety of the blockage. So again, it could be 600, 800, 1,200, 1,000, 1,200 is quite common these days, by the way. So if you have a little minor knock, you are going to forfeit that money. Now, I know in the comments people are going to write that you can get this extra insurance, and yes you can, but I promise you that the blockage will be blocked and it will be taken, and then you will have to fight it out with the various insurance companies wherever they may be in the world, and I've no doubt over a period of time you will get your money back. But I would always say you should find a hire company that doesn't charge that excess, a hire company that chooses to trust you, shall we say. one of those hire car companies? Well, I'm a representative of one of those guys, and we can rent you a car with no excess, no blockage on your credit card. You make the payments and off you go. And it's all on trust. And I understand that most of our customers will come back and say, you know, I had a little knock, I scraped the front end, how much? And we say 100, 200 euros. They're very, very happy. And of course, they keep on coming back. So if you do want to rent a car, our contact details are obviously in the description on this video. We also specialize in very, very short-term rentals. Most hire companies, not all, but most, will want you to hire a car for a minimum of 4 days. In our case, if you only want to rent that car for a day or 2 or 3, you can. Obviously, the daily rate is a little bit higher, but of course, you're not having to pay the daily rate for 7 days or 14 days and so forth. So, I'll say it again, if you are looking to rent a little car while you're on the island of love, to go for that special day out in Coral Bay, that special day to Aphrodite's Rock, come and see us at the Marika and Me Lounge Bar on the most famous street in the world. That's Bar Street, by the way, central Paphos. If you are perhaps in one of the beachside hotels, that's on the road called Pasadonus Avenue. That road takes you straight down to the Paphos Promenade, just before you get to the promenade. If you look to your right, behind those buildings is Bar Street. And guess what? We're open from 1 p.m. until 1 a.m. Monday to Saturday, on a Sunday from 6 p.m. until 1 p.m. So if you are looking for a hire car, any information, by the way, come and see us at the Marika and Me Lounge Bar, and we'll do our very, very best to make sure that you go away very, very satisfied indeed. Now, can I ask you for a little favour? Can I? Yeah. Please consider to hit the like, the thumbs up. Doesn't cost you a single penny, by the way. And while you're at it, why not consider to hit that subscribe button? Again, doesn't cost you a single penny. It just tells YouTube that you like what you've seen, and perhaps YouTube should recommend this little channel known as Marika and Me to more like-minded people like yourselves, clever people, as we say. And if you would like to say a big, big thank you, there are a few ways that you can do it. If you look in the YouTube's comment section, there's a little heart-shaped button with a dollar sign in the middle, and that's how you could gift us as little as $1.99. And we do thank you very, very much indeed. Many, many people are familiar with the Buy Me a Coffee platform. If you Google these magic words, Buy Me a Coffee, Marika and Me, or the other way round, Marika and Me, Buy Me a Coffee, up will come our landing page. You can choose to read that little bit more about us, read a comment or two, and we do love to read the comments, don't we? And after that, fingers crossed, you will gift us that little thank you via the Buy Me a Coffee platform and buy us a hot latte or two. And again, we do thank you from the bottom of our two hearts. Thank you very, very much indeed. As I was saying before, our contact details are in the description on the video. You can contact us via the comments section, via our website, marikaandme.com, obviously via email, via our direct telephone lines, and of course, if you are out of Cyprus, via WhatsApp. And you'll always, always get a reply. So if there's something that you want, perhaps it's a hire car, perhaps it's information on a hotel complex, perhaps how to get somewhere, get involved. And we'll do our very, very best to make sure that we can deliver that information to you. What's coming new to the channel? A lot of things, by the way. So if you are looking for a great relaxed place to come when you're on holiday in Cyprus, come and see us on Bar Street. That's the most famous street in the world in downtown Paphos. Come and sup, perhaps, on a nice chilled Coca-Cola, or perhaps, if your name's Gentleman Jack, yep, your mum and dad have been in, and maybe in the next little video, I'll be raising the glass to you. Cheers, Jack. Absolutely lovely. The real thing, Coca-Cola. Only served at the Marika and Me Lounge Bar. Cocktails galore, and some of the things that are coming to get you involved with us very, very soon indeed. The last Monday in June, which is not far away, Marika will start to teach Greek lessons. So if you are here on holiday, or perhaps coming here to stay for the rest of your life, or perhaps you already live in Cyprus for the rest of your life, come and see us on a Monday, come and see us on a Friday, kicking off at 1 p.m. all the way through to 3 p.m. That's 2 hours of fun and games as you start to get your tongue around the Greek language. Yeah, free coffee, free tea, and biscuits galore. 20 euros is all it costs you. And of course, if you want to do it on a monthly subscription, come and see us and we'll sort out a special price just for you. Salsa nights are coming. Karaoke nights are coming. There's a lot of things coming to the Marika and Me Lounge Bar. And we're pretty sure that you're coming too. I'm going to say a massive thank you for watching. Thank you for spending your time with me. I truly appreciate it. And I hope that you will come and join me again very soon indeed. I've got one last thing to do. I've got a little boy cigar, and of course, I've got a lighter. So here we go. Yeah, there is absolutely no doubt about it. Life is good on the island of love. Thanks for watching. I look forward to seeing you again very soon indeed. Oof, what a day on the island of love. Paradise, by the way. Come and join us.